Warren Buffett made $37 billion during the 2008 financial crisis, while everyone else was losing their shirts. How did he do it? And more importantly, how can you use the same strategy the next time the market crashes? Because here's the truth nobody wants to tell you. Bear markets are not disasters. They're growth opportunities disguised as disasters. What's up, everyone? Today, we're delving into a topic that often causes panic and sleepless nights for traders in bear markets. But by the end of this video, you'll not only understand why savvy investors get excited when markets crash, but you'll also be equipped with the knowledge to turn market downturns into wealth-building opportunities. Get ready to learn and grow your financial acumen. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we're covering strategies that could literally change your financial future. What is a bear market? First, let's get our definition straight. A bear market happens when stock prices drop 20% or more from their recent highs. Think of it like a massive sale at your favorite store, except instead of clothes, everything in the stock market is on sale. Now, here's what most people do wrong. When they see red numbers everywhere, they panic. They sell everything and run for the hills. This is precisely backward thinking. When Target has a 50% off sale, do you avoid the store? Of course not, you go shopping. The same logic applies to investing. When quality companies go on sale, that's when you should be most interested, not most scared. Why bear markets happen? Bear markets are actually normal and healthy. They happen for lots of reasons. Economic recessions, inflation fears, geopolitical events, or sometimes just because prices got too high too fast. Here's the key insight. Bear markets are temporary, but business growth is permanent. Companies don't just disappear during tough times. Apple didn't stop making iPhones in 2008. Microsoft didn't shut down during the dot-com crash. They kept innovating and growing. So remember, this too shall pass. This is why bear markets create incredible opportunities for patient investors. So how exactly do you take advantage of these opportunities? Most investors have no plan when markets crash. They either panic and sell everything, or they freeze and do nothing. Both approaches waste the incredible wealth-building potential that bear markets offer. Today, I'm going to give you 4 proven strategies that savvy investors use to turn market crashes into profit. These aren't complex Wall Street tricks. They're simple, practical approaches that anyone can use, even if you're just starting. Let's start with the most important one. Strategy 1. Dollar cost averaging. The first strategy is called dollar cost averaging, and it's beautiful in its simplicity. Instead of trying to time the bottom of the market, which is impossible, you invest the same amount of money every single month, regardless of what's happening. Let me show you why this works with real numbers. Let's say you invest $500 every month in the S&P 500. When prices are high, your 500 buys fewer shares. When prices crash during a bear market, that same 500 buys way more shares. Over time, you end up with a lower average cost per share than if you had invested everything at once. It's like getting a bulk discount automatically. The best part? You don't need to be a genius or predict anything. You just need to be consistent and patient. Strategy 2. Focus on quality companies. During bear markets, everything goes down, but not everything recovers equally. This is where strategy number 2 comes in. Focus on quality companies with strong fundamentals. What do I mean by quality? Companies with little debt, steady cash flow, strong market positions, and products people actually need. Think of companies like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, or Microsoft. These businesses have survived multiple recessions and bear markets. Here's the magic. During bear markets, you can buy these world-class companies at discount prices. It's like getting a Rolex for the cost of a regular watch. Avoid the tempting garbage during bear markets. Stay away from speculative stocks, companies with massive debt, or businesses you don't understand. Stick to the proven winners that are temporarily on sale. Strategy 3. Keep cash ready. Strategy number 3 is having dry powder ready. This means keeping some cash available specifically for market crashes. Now, I'm not saying keep all your money in cash waiting for a crash. That's a terrible strategy because you'll miss out on years of growth. But having 10 to 20% of your investment money in cash gives you the ability to take advantage of significant opportunities. When the market drops 30 or 40%, that's when you deploy this cash. You're buying quality investments at fire sale prices. Warren Buffett does this on a massive scale. Berkshire Hathaway always keeps billions in cash specifically for these moments. When everyone else is panicking, Buffett is shopping. Strategy 4. Don't try to time the bottom. Here's strategy number 4, and it's just as important as the others. Don't try to catch a falling knife. Many investors think they can wait for the exact bottom of a bear market before they start buying. This rarely works. Markets don't send you a text message saying, "Hey, I've hit rock bottom, time to invest." Instead of trying to time the perfect entry, start buying when things get ugly and keep buying as they get uglier. Spread your purchases over several months. This way, you're guaranteed to get some shares near the bottom without having to predict precisely when that bottom occurs. The psychology factor. Let's talk about the most challenging part of bear market investing, your emotions. When you see your account balance dropping every day, your brain will scream at you to stop investing and start selling. This is normal human psychology, but it's exactly wrong for building wealth. Remember that bear markets are emotional tests, not intelligence tests. The investors who get rich during downturns aren't necessarily smarter. They're just better at controlling their emotions and sticking to their plan. One trick that helps: instead of checking your account balance daily, set up automatic investments and check your balance monthly or quarterly. This reduces the emotional roller coaster and enables you to stay focused on the long term. Historical perspective. Here's something that should give you confidence. Every single bear market in history has eventually ended. Every single one. The S&P 500 has survived the Great Depression, multiple recessions, wars, terrorist attacks, and global pandemics. Each time, it has come back stronger than before. Since 1950, the average bear market has lasted about 13 months and seen average declines of 33%. But the recovery periods have created massive wealth for patient investors. If you had invested $10,000 in the S&P 500 in 1980 and never sold during any of the bear markets since then, that investment would be worth over $800,000 today. That's the power of staying invested through tough times. What not to do. Before we wrap up, let's quickly cover what not to do during bear markets. Don't panic sell. This locks in your losses and guarantees you'll miss the recovery. Don't try to get fancy with complex strategies like options or leveraged ETFs unless you're an expert. Bear markets are not the time to experiment. Don't invest money you'll need in the next few years. Only invest long-term cash during bear markets because it might take time for your investments to recover. And finally, don't ignore bear markets completely. They're incredible opportunities that only come around every few years. Here's the bottom line. Bear markets separate the serious investors from the gamblers. While most people panic and make emotional decisions, savvy investors use these downturns to build serious wealth. Remember the strategies we covered: dollar cost averaging, focusing on quality companies, keeping cash ready for opportunities, and not trying to time the bottom perfectly. The next bear market is coming eventually. We don't know when, but we know it will happen. The question is, will you be ready to take advantage of it? Are you prepared for the next bear market? If this video helped you understand bear market investing, smash that like button. This is just the beginning. In our upcoming videos, we will dive deeper into building wealth, mastering investments, growing passive income streams, and unlocking the secrets to financial freedom. We are creating a whole series about finance and money management. So do not forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and click the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.